Oh, thank goodness for calendar reminders. I have a round with Michael in 5 minutes. I should probably go in and review his round. Oh, hi, Michael. How are you?
Hi, Nicole.
How are you doing today?
Doing okay.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
So things are going good today?
Yeah, pretty good.
How was your weekend?
It was great, actually. My son and I went to a water park.
Okay.
And this time, luckily, I put sunscreen on both of us, not just him. That's why I'm not sunburned today like I was a couple weeks ago.
That's good. That's very, very good.
It is, yeah.
And what plans do you have for next weekend?
Nothing next weekend. You know, looking out a couple weeks, trying to plan a little bit of a camping trip with the family.
Oh, fun.
Having a tough time locking down a time, though, because our schedule's a little bit up in the air for a couple of weeks out. So I'm hoping to get that ironed out at some point.
Well, yeah, let me jot that down here so that we can go in and set that up. So, and what was this for? Like 2 weekends from now, you said?
I think we're looking at the end of the summer.
Schedule. Oh, okay. All right. We'll make sure and follow up with that. So, you know, I wanted to keep our round brief. I had committed to about 10 minutes because I know it's busy up on the floor today, and I value your time. So I'm going to keep us on track with this round, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So can you tell me what's working well for you today?
Well, geez. You know, we have a lot working well, but specifically, you know, we worked out that new process with the lab where they're bringing results up. It seems like it's much faster. I actually had a patient the other day tell me that they were pleased to get the results so quickly and have them explained so well. So I don't think that's ever happened before we worked out that new process before.
Wow, you know, that's really wonderful. I'm going to write that down here. So new process for lab is working out great.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I think I'm going to create a recognition with that because I think lab needs to know that too.
Sure.
So let me just go ahead and put that in here. On the new process. Perfect. And, you know, since we're talking about recognition, you know, is there anybody that you would like to recognize up on the floor, any staff member that's just been doing a great job?
Well, you know, I think it goes with the lab item again. I think Janet was actually the one that came up with that new process. She was talking about that and, you know, a little bit quiet. She's always a little reserved. And I think it would be great that in a public setting we recognized how great that new process is working. Give her some kudos, please.
I agree. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get that in here for her. How does that sound to you for her kudos? Does that sound okay?
Janet and the lab came up with a great new process. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks.
And do you have all the tools and equipment to do your job?
You know, we did have a problem with IV poles for a while. I know you've been aware of that and actually noticed that we do have a couple more in.
Right.
So for now, I think I'm in pretty good shape.
We're in good shape.
Yeah.
Well, that's great to hear. You know, I'm hoping that, you know, I did put those the IV poles on the stoplight report.
Sure.
So that everyone can see, you know, that I'm in the process of ordering some more of those. So I'm glad that the ones that came in were beneficial.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
And what about any systems to improve or any other areas that you can think we can improve on?
Well, I did notice that there are some patients' families that are congregating right outside 202 and 204.
Okay.
And, you know, in taking a look, I realized the coffee machine is there and the water is there. And so I don't know what it takes to move those. I don't even know if it's possible, but, you know, thinking about those rooms, either we can do some stuff to maybe help reduce the noise around there, or, you know, there's the beautiful atrium that's out between 2 East and 2 West. What if we just move the coffee out there, and that way we can have people congregating in that beautiful space, helping to keep the corridors nice and quiet for our patients?
You know, that's such a great idea, Michael. I'm going to write that down here, and we're going to send that off to our facilities person so that we can get that taken care of. That's a really wonderful idea.
Cool.
Move coffee machine into... Wonderful. Well, do you have any tough questions for me?
Well, not really.
Oh, now I can tell that you're a little hesitant there.
Well, I don't know. It might be hearsay, but I have heard that we're going to potentially get a new inpatient director, and I'm a little bit concerned how that would affect me.
I see. Well, we have been looking into getting a new inpatient director, but they would be working with me, and so I'd be training them. And of course, we would do peer interviews with all of the team to make sure that it's someone that's appropriate for our culture, because we want to make sure that this person really fits in with all of the values and standards that we withhold.
I appreciate that.
So I do want to let you know that it is on the docket. It's going to be a little ways out,
Okay.
But what you have heard is correct.
Okay.
And thank you for bringing that up, because I should probably take that out to the full team so that everyone knows.
Yeah, I think that would really be a great choice at this point.
Director. All right, so it looks like what I'm going to follow up on is what we just discussed, talking to the team about the new director. I might do that in the next staff meeting on Tuesday.
Okay.
And moving that coffee machine, which I had no idea was causing some noise and those issues. So we'll move that out into the atrium. I think that's a brilliant idea, and thank you for coming up with that.
Sure.
And let's see, and then we'll recognize Janet for coming up with that new process for getting labs up to our patients.
Yeah, I think that'll be great.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Michael. Was there anything else that I can do for you before our time is over?
No, I don't think so. I appreciate the time that you took. It's been great chatting, and hopefully, we can see something happen with some of these things.
Yeah, well, perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, have a good day.
All right.